The Piccolo Rock says, "What a crazy game." I know, Jamer. It was insane. It was insane. I'm sitting here just like, what the hell did we just see? What the hell did we just see? Like one turnover after another. I mean, how many turnovers were there in the fourth quarter? Like 3, 4. There's a muff punt, Greg Brooks Jr. interception, Harold Perkins interception. What else? Oh yeah, and the John Emery Jr. fumble. That's 4 turnovers that I can remember in the fourth quarter. Short Rose Outdoors says, it's official. Something serious is going on with Kayshawn. I don't know if you can say that. When the dude is only getting 2 targets, he's barely getting the ball. If you watch the overall 11 film footage of these games with Kayshawn this season, he's running good routes. He's open. He's just not getting the ball from Jaden Daniels. I don't know how you can put that on Kayshawn. 2 targets in the fourth quarter. I don't know how you can put that on Kayshawn. I mean, the only thing he did with the ball was a 4-yard run, but he jumped over a dude. Like, he still got it. He just flew over the dude, okay? I believe I can fly. You know, like, he just flew. Fly like an eagle, bro. Like, fly like a tiger, I should say. I really don't agree with you. This is just a really horrible passing game that is incapable of getting Kayshawn or Jack or Malik or Jure or Brian Thomas Jr., Chris Hilton. It's incapable of getting any of these guys the football. And it's because we're running a scheme that is easy to cover as well. Easy to shut down against a quarterback who can't see the field as well. When you have a tight end out there on every single play. Every single play there's a tight end. So it allows that defense to relax a lot more than they would if they were having to cover 4 or 5 of those receivers on every play. That's very obvious to me. Ray, am I saying that right? Ray Johannes says Booty knew the passing game was bad from camp. It makes sense now after 5 games. It's horrible. It's horrible. And I thought it would surely get better. But when I read in the media this week, you know, people like Brody Miller called Jaden Daniels' passing game decisive in a quote from some paper that he was being interviewed by about LSU, Auburn. And he said that Jaden Daniels' passing game was improving and said he was being decisive with the football. It was that decisive? It didn't look decisive before. Yeah, he made some nice third down throws that he should be making to Jure Jenkins. Yes, it's like when he makes a throw, we're like, yes, give him an Oscar. Give that dude a damn Heisman for making that throw. Like, he's a quarterback. He should be making those throws. He's a quarterback. And yet, when it comes to the very simple, obvious plays, they're just not happening. And yes, it's kind of a contradicting thing because the next play he'll make some unbelievable rushing play where he's dancing past guys and he's making all these moves and he's getting the first down, and it's amazing to watch. It's entertaining as hell. But then you look and you see the receivers just kind of like shaking their heads because they're just like, we're running and blocking our lungs out and we're getting nothing from this. And then when the ball finally comes to them, you know, there's some fatigue that goes with that. 1 second, my food is on the thing. So just 1 second. Be right back. This is LSU Auburn with LSUOdyssey.com, presented by DoorDash, who is dropping off the food. Rivers is barking at the door, and the imaginary person he believes is trying to sneak in. There's no one, just silence from Rivers. Return to your programming. The food is safely in the house. All right. You know, this thing about the passing game, Kayshawn is not to blame. The receivers are not to blame. The quarterbacks are to blame here. Quarterback, I should say. One quarterback in mind. Jaden Daniels. He's not throwing the ball with poise, accuracy, decisiveness, as people have said. It's a shame because this is one of the most dynamic receiving cores in the country, and it's looking bad. It's looking bad. Everyone donate to Duchess right down there. See that? See the ticker at the bottom. It has her Cash App link right there. $ CHETTYKINS 3. Definitely donate to her. These comments, wow. There's more that just keeps coming in, keeps coming in. Brian Alfred says, almost can't believe we pulled that. I can, because this team has shown you before that they can. They should have beaten Florida State. They just had a horrible mental lapse on that PAT. But once again, LSU playing like utter garbage for 3.5 quarters and still getting wins. What does that tell you about Brian Kelly and what the program he's building at LSU? What does it tell you about the program he's building at LSU? That this is a mentally tough group who can survive no matter what happens out there, no matter what adversity they're facing, no matter what odds are stacked against them, no matter how out of the game they are. They can still contribute. People ripping on Booty, you don't also might not remember this, but Booty took a shot right to his knee standing on the sidelines from someone coming running into him. I think it was Brian Thomas Jr. It was a nasty shot. Okay? So, like, 2 targets, getting banged up in the game. Like, why are people going after Kayshawn? This is not his fault here. Ridiculous. And for anyone to go after the receivers tonight, you're not watching the game. You're not watching the game. This is a quarterback missing throws. And as Brian Alford just says, this is the defense definitely saving us tonight. Brian, you're correct right there, my friend. This is the defense saving our asses tonight. Yes, they gave up 337 through the air, but they buckled down with only 101 in the running game, only 45 given up to Tank Bigsby, only 6 third downs, and 0 points. Once again, 0 points throughout the entire second half of the football game. 0 points. I mean, damn. 0 points and 4 turnovers collected. I mean, Matt House is a freak. Oh, God, no, Dale. No, Dale, don't say this, man. Wouldn't it be great to have Brennan? Dude, Brennan would be getting destroyed back there. Brennan is not the answer. I'm going to tell you what the answer is. The answer is Walker Howard next year. Okay? This is going to be a tough year. You're going to have to ride it out, my friend. But if LSU are winning games, who gives a shit? Who gives a shit how ugly it looks? Matt House and that defense, their backs are against the walls. Doesn't matter what is going on. Clamping it down, man. Even when they have adversity going against them, what Robert Steeples did with those defensive backs. This game shows the type of coach Robert Steeples is. And if you deny that, you're a fool. Look at the utter difference and the adjustments in coverage for LSU in this game from first half to second half. Yes, there were still errors. Yes, there were still mistakes. Yes, they gave up 19 completions and 337 yards and 2 touchdowns to a freshman quarterback at Auburn. I understand. Okay. They also had 2 interceptions. Only 3 official pass breakups, where they actually had a few more than that, and really buckled down big time. You saw Mekhi Garner make a few plays. You saw Joe Fouché actually force a fumble, even though he was kind of mixed in his return. Jay Ward was huge, of course. Greg Brooks Jr. I mean, he was pretty quiet tonight, and then he makes that play. That's gonna be a defining play for him. I mean, it's Honey Badger esque to rip that damn thing out of that guy's hands and just that was a special moment in LSU history right there. Well, no matter what happens this season, my man AD says the defense is special. Bro, they were absolutely saving our ass tonight. Saving our damn ass. 21-17, 0 points given up in the second half.